Hi guys. Weekend is finishing. I was very busy. It took me some time to get to record this. Tonight I'm going to report another scam. The Section 1, Section 2, and gangers use in order to fulfill their contracts. But before that, I'm going to report about what happened to me when I was going shopping this week. Um, at some crossroad, I just was about to look to my right just to see if there is anything coming towards me. And I saw from the angle of my right eye that something is coming with very fast towards me. So I just took a less than half step back, and uh, that was really happened in fraction of seconds. And that biker, bicycle, not motorcycle, came towards me, and even though I had taken a half step back, it touched my jacket. It touched my jacket. I looked back, and I saw the rider on the bicycle was a guy looking at me and saying something I did not understand at all. Not only because of the language, I couldn't even hear good. Uh, he was carrying a big delivery box on the bike. It was, and there was a sign of a delivery company on that box. I'm not going to mention that because again, I don't want to give out the location where I am. But the guy was looking very, very, very similar to the guy who was harassing me at the gym in Myrtle over a year and a half ago, even two. And they looked very, very similar, or he could also be the same person. Anyways, he drove away fast, and I continued for shopping. When I left the shop, I noticed that the gangers had changed their lineup scheme. So now they would stand not together, but with distance from each other. And when I passed by one of them, uh, after after a few steps, I turned back and I noticed that he was following me. Um, when I saw him following, actually, it reminded me of something that I had seen in the last almost 6 years, and I had never mentioned in these recordings. The kind of glasses I have seen 4 or 5 times. Used by different members of the gangs. It's like it's round. It seems as if it looks as if it's somehow glued to their face. It doesn't have glasses. It doesn't seem to be glasses. It looks more like plastic or a material similar to that, but something that still allows them to see through. I have seen this 5 or 6 times, and I'm not sure what that is, but whatever it is, it's not a regular pair of glasses. Anyways, this of the whole story, nothing more interesting about that. Now I'm going to show you what I promised to. Let me see if I can do it. It's about using the phone as the way to create a problem for the person who receives those calls. I'm going to show you different kind of numbers and the information I have got about how to be cautious about them, and who can be behind these numbers. So let's go. First, these numbers are from different places. For example, 233 Ghana, 256 Uganda, 251 Ethiopia, 94 Sri Lanka, 53 Cuba, 216 Tunisia, 505 Nicaragua, 68 and 93 both Afghanistan. I don't know how it's possible to have two country codes for one country, but that's what I saw on the internet. So as you see, these numbers, I have blocked all of them, of course, and I removed other phone numbers not to mix with this. So they're all happened in very inconvenient days or nights. So these are the ones. And when I Googled them, some of them come up as no number, fraud, the people, fraud people with that. For example, they call a number when they know a person, nobody will answer. And if you call back, they're going to charge you quite a lot of money. That's something in internet that everybody knows. And there are also some telephone cards. It's possible to buy them from the shops. And these telephone cards, it's possible to call with those telephone cards, but it's not possible to receive calls to those telephone cards. So, and then there are also some apps. And these apps, they just create temporary phone numbers. They are practically non-existent. Anyways, but the story about the unknown account, unknown calls, is a little bit different. The unknown calls can be made by a person, anybody, and just by arranging some settings on the phone. And but at the same time, also some institutions in the country use it because that's how their system works. There were also some organizations I had contacted, and they told me that they can contact me only on with unknown number, and I wouldn't accept it because it's possible to hack your phone remotely if you respond to a call and the hacker is ready to hack your number. Anyways, so here are, you see it, these are the times and the dates. Oh, I have to go back. So see, there are quite a different kind of entries here. So this is it. So be very careful not to respond to the calls with the numbers you don't know, especially if they are from the countries you don't know anybody there, or you're not expecting to get any calls from, and the unknown number, it depends really the situation. If you are in my situation, I would really not advise to do it, except if by appointment. Like, let's say if you talk to the person and they tell you that you're going to call with an unknown number, ask for the time, so that when the phone rings at that time, you know it's them, it's safe, and you can answer. Anyways, be very careful about this. Phones can be hacked really remotely, and the only thing that they need are just some information, like for example the make of your phone, or there are some codes, and there are some apps possible to obtain those codes as well. Well, and if they know somebody in the phone companies, different phone companies, and especially if you have bought your phone from the company with which you have got a contract for your services, then they have all the information and they can see it in your file and offer to their to their friends. So, because these gangers work in all different capacities, especially capacities where they can access personal information. Like, for example, person from food delivery can know the name of the person and where the apartment is, where the behavior is, and so on. And for example, the phone company can access your files and of course, see all the information on your usage. So be very careful and try not to communicate your PIN or how you access your phone to anybody, no matter who. Is your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or anybody like that, husband, wife, no matter who, because it's phone is something very personal, and it's meant to remain like that. Even if we are with a person we care about, we still need our space, our personal space. Exactly what causes a lot of people maybe break up during the pandemic is because they don't have that space anymore, and they are stuck with each other 24 hours per day, and that's a little bit too much. So if a person insists that they have to know your PIN because they want to check on you, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, uh, is the same story for both. Well, it means that there is no trust. And if there is no trust, I think the relationship has to be revised. And apart from that, it's something to know that we don't know what happens in future. There have been people who have been harassed by their exes, uh, both men and women, and actually uh, the people who do that, they are not really very small number, unfortunately. Um, so it's very important. It's very important to keep certain space for oneself, both for men and women. Um, Unfortunately, bad things happen to both men and women. And something, I am a woman, and I noticed very often we women are somehow prioritized for protection from men. But actually, there are also some men who have to be protected from women, and nobody or very few people take note of that. The women are more vocal about what's bothering them, but the men are less vocal, or maybe they are not really much used to be vocal, and they don't want anybody to know that they are being harassed or uh, treated very badly at home or elsewhere. Anyhow, these things do not have gender. Bad things can happen to anybody, uh, no matter the gender. But it's important that there is a structure to protect both men and women, and not to concentrate only on one. It's not like we have to protect men, or that we have to protect women or children or elderly or I don't know, astronauts or whoever. So the fact is, everybody has to be protected, and everybody deserves to be protected, and without mentioning any gender, color, of beliefs, of I don't know, whatever other components that separate people from each other, and none of them is really worth separating people from each other. And they are also very good tools for manipulators to manipulate people based on these criterias. So you see, it's really good to get rid of that. And Anyways, if somebody tells you that they want to have your PIN number, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, otherwise they are going to break up with you. And if you agree and do it, the next step would be, oh, you're not allowed for girl nights out or boys night out. And the second thing will be, oh, why you speak with anybody on phone, or oh my god, the story can become really long, or they would say, I don't want you to do this or to do that, and practically they try to cancel you completely, man or women, doesn't matter. So I had promised to myself that this session is not going to be very long, and still you're getting something like 15-16 minutes. Well, I just want to wish you a good night, and have a good start in the week, and take really very good care of yourself. Bye. Oh, by the way, thank you for being here. Bye.